There are 3 essential tips that can transform the way you communicate. They may sound simple, but when you practice them consistently, you'll notice a dramatic difference in how people respond to you. The first tip is active listening. Too often, people treat conversations as a competition. Everyone wants to speak, but few truly listen. Real communication begins the moment you stop talking and start paying attention. Active listening means putting aside distractions, like your phone, and giving the other person your full focus. It's about understanding their message, not just waiting for your turn to reply. When you nod, when you ask a follow-up question, or when you rephrase what they've just said, so what you're saying is, you show them you're engaged. And that simple act builds trust, respect, and connection. Remember, people don't just want to be heard. They want to feel understood. The second tip is mastering body language. Science tells us that only about 30% of communication comes from our words. The rest, 70%, comes from our tone of voice and our body. That means your posture, your gestures, and your eye contact are just as important as what you're saying. If you stand tall, with open shoulders, steady eye contact about 70% of the time, and relaxed but purposeful movements, you send a silent message of confidence and clarity. But if your arms are crossed, your gaze is wandering, or your hands fidget nervously, you weaken your own words. Think of your body as the stage that supports your performance. When it's aligned with your message, people not only hear you, they believe you. And finally, the third tip, speak clearly and confidently. Too many people hide behind long explanations, complicated terms, or uncertain phrases. But true power lies in simplicity. Confidence doesn't mean being loud or aggressive. It means being concise and sure of yourself. Instead of saying, "I think this strategy might work," try saying, "Here's how we can make this strategy work." That small shift turns uncertainty into conviction. Short, clear sentences stick in people's minds. They make your message not only easier to understand, but harder to forget. The more confident and clear you are, the more influence your words will carry. So remember, listen actively, master your body language, and speak with clarity and confidence. These 3 practices alone can elevate your communication from average to extraordinary. And when you apply them every day, in classrooms, in meetings, in conversations with friends and family, you'll notice people not only listening to you more, but also respecting and following your lead. That is the power of intentional communication. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you just can't express your thoughts as clearly as you want? Maybe you've had moments where you knew exactly what you wanted to say, but when the time came, the words didn't come out right. Or perhaps you've wished that people would not only hear your words, but actually listen, understand, and connect with your point of view. If this sounds familiar, then you're in the right place. Because in this session, we're exploring Mastering Your Communication Skills, a guide designed to help you unlock the power of your voice, refine the way you deliver your message, and ultimately achieve success through effective communication. Now think about this. The exact same message can sound completely different depending on who delivers it. One person can walk into a room, speak with clarity and confidence, and instantly capture everyone's attention. Another person says the same thing, but no one seems to notice. The difference isn't in the message itself, it's in the delivery. That's the power of communication skills. They don't just carry your ideas, they shape how people perceive you, how much influence you hold, and whether or not your voice is truly heard. Studies show that communication impacts nearly 80% of your success in both professional and personal life. Imagine 2 people interviewing for the same job. They have identical degrees, identical years of experience, even identical resumes. But one candidate walks in with poise, makes eye contact, and speaks with confidence and energy. The other stumbles over their words, avoids eye contact, and struggles to express themselves. Who do you think will get the job? Exactly, the one who communicates effectively. And this applies to every stage of life. For students, communication builds confidence in the classroom, strengthens presentations, and makes interviews more successful. For professionals and employees, it opens doors to promotions, builds trust with clients, and fosters collaboration with teams. For entrepreneurs and business leaders, communication is everything. Investors, customers, and employees are all influenced not just by what the leader knows, but by how that leader shares their vision. In short, hard work and knowledge are important, but they aren't enough. To truly succeed, you must learn how to express your ideas with clarity, confidence, and influence. So what makes communication powerful? Great communicators master 4 essential elements: body language, tone of voice, facial expressions, and listening skills. Long before you speak, your body is already sending signals. Standing tall, keeping your shoulders open, and maintaining steady eye contact communicates confidence and strength. Nervous fidgeting or looking away communicates uncertainty. Then comes tone of voice, because it's not just what you say, but how you say it. The same sentence can inspire or discourage, depending entirely on your tone. Add to this your facial expressions, which bring warmth, honesty, and relatability to your words. A smile, an engaged look, or an expression that matches your message helps people connect with you instantly. And finally, there's listening, the part most people ignore. When you listen actively, showing that you care about what others say, you earn trust and respect. Together, these 4 elements form the foundation of all great communication. Now, how can you improve these skills in your daily life? There are 3 simple but powerful tips you can start practicing right away. The first is active listening. Put away distractions, focus fully on the speaker, and show genuine interest. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Instead, try repeating or rephrasing what the other person said to confirm you've understood. The second is mastering body language. Remember, only 30% of communication is words. The rest comes from your tone and your body. Maintain steady eye contact about 70% of the time. Use open gestures and stand or sit with relaxed confidence. Your body should reinforce your words, not contradict them. And the third is to speak clearly and confidently. Avoid long-winded explanations or complicated words. Short, simple sentences are powerful. For example, instead of saying, "I think this strategy might work," say, "Here's how we can make this strategy work." Clear? Confident speech leaves a lasting impression, and that brings us to the golden rule of communication. It's not about what you say, it's about how the listener feels. Words matter, yes, but feelings matter more. And there are 3 elements that shape this: empathy, confidence, and clarity. Empathy shows that you understand and acknowledge the other person's feelings. Confidence shows that you believe in your own words, and others should too. And clarity makes sure your message is easy to understand and impossible to forget. When you combine empathy, confidence, and clarity, you create communication that doesn't just inform, it inspires. Master these principles, and you'll notice the change everywhere. In school, your classmates and teachers will pay more attention to you. At work, your colleagues and managers will trust your ideas more. In business, your investors, partners, and customers will feel drawn to your vision, because people may forget the exact words you spoke, but they will always remember how you made them feel. And that is the true art of communication. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you just can't express your thoughts as clearly as you want? Maybe you've had moments where you knew exactly what you wanted to say, but when the time came, the words didn't come out right. Or perhaps you've wished that people would not only hear your words, but actually listen, understand, and connect with your point of view. If this sounds familiar, then you're in the right place. Because in this session, we're exploring mastering your communication skills, a guide designed to help you unlock the power of your voice, refine the way you deliver your message, and ultimately achieve success through effective communication. Think about this. The exact same message can sound completely different depending on who delivers it. One person walks into a room, speaks with clarity and confidence, and instantly captures everyone's attention. Another person says the same thing, but no one seems to notice. The difference isn't in the message itself, it's in the delivery. That's the power of communication skills. They don't just carry your ideas, they shape how people perceive you, how much influence you hold, and whether or not your voice is truly heard. Studies show that communication impacts nearly 80% of your success in both professional and personal life. Imagine 2 people interviewing for the same job. They have identical degrees, identical years of experience, even identical resumes. But one candidate walks in with poise, makes eye contact, and speaks with confidence and energy. The other stumbles over their words, avoids eye contact, and struggles to express themselves. Who do you think will get the job? Exactly, the one who communicates effectively. This principle applies to every stage of life. For students, the ability to speak confidently can transform classroom participation, presentations, and interviews. For professionals and employees, communication opens doors to promotions, builds trust with clients, and strengthens collaboration within teams. Entrepreneurs and business leaders know that the key to convincing investors, winning clients, and inspiring employees lies not just in ideas, but in delivering those ideas with clarity and confidence. Simply knowing facts or working hard is not enough. To succeed, you must also convey your ideas with clarity, confidence, and influence. Strong communicators are often more respected, build better relationships, and advance faster in life. So what makes communication truly powerful? Great communicators master 4 essential elements: body language, tone of voice, facial expressions, and listening skills. Your body speaks long before your words do. Standing tall, keeping your shoulders open, and maintaining steady eye contact conveys confidence. Nervous fidgeting, slouched posture, or avoiding the gaze of others sends the opposite message. Then comes tone of voice, because it's not just what you say, but how you say it. The same sentence can inspire, motivate, or intimidate depending on the way it's delivered. Facial expressions add another layer. A genuine smile, engaged eyes, or matching expressions can instantly make your words feel authentic and relatable. And perhaps the most overlooked skill, listening, ensures that communication is a two-way street. Active listening means focusing fully on the speaker, understanding the meaning and emotions behind their words, and responding thoughtfully. Together, these 4 elements form the foundation of effective communication. Improving communication also requires practical strategies. First, practice active listening. Stop talking long enough to truly hear what the other person is saying. Avoid distractions like phones. Make eye contact and show that you're fully engaged. Repeat or rephrase their words to confirm understanding. Next, master your body language. Remember, only 30% of communication comes from words. The rest is tone and nonverbal cues. Maintain open gestures, a straight posture, and relaxed confidence to reinforce your message. And finally, speak clearly and confidently. Avoid over-explaining or using complicated words. Be concise and direct. Instead of saying, "I think this strategy might work," say, "Here's how we can make this strategy work." Short, clear sentences make your point memorable. This leads us to the golden rule of communication. It's not about what you say, it's about how the listener feels. Communication is effective when it evokes understanding, trust, and connection. 3 elements make this possible: empathy, confidence, and clarity. Empathy allows you to acknowledge the other person's feelings and show that you understand their perspective. Confidence communicates that you believe in your words and that others can trust you. Clarity ensures that your message is simple, direct, and easy to grasp. When these 3 come together, communication becomes a tool that influences, inspires, and leaves a lasting impact. Public speaking and networking are an extension of these principles. Many people fear speaking in front of a crowd, and it's understandable. Public speaking anxiety is more common than fear of death. But fear can be overcome. Start by preparing your speech thoroughly and practicing it multiple times. Use mirrors or record yourself to identify areas of improvement and notice your gestures, tone, and pacing. Practice power poses and deep breathing to calm your mind and body. Remember, public speaking isn't about perfection. It's about connecting with your audience. And networking, the conversations you have before and after presentations, allows you to build trust and leave a lasting impression. When you combine preparation, practice, empathy, clarity, confidence, and connection, you step into the true art of communication. These are the skills that allow you to inspire others, lead effectively, and create opportunities in every area of life. Because at the end of the day, people may forget exactly what you said, but they will always remember how you made them feel. This integrated script now flows as a continuous audiobook-style narration, combining all the sections you've provided so far. Introduction. Why communication matters. 4 key elements. 3 essential tips, golden rule, and public speaking and networking.